Hello Scorpios, my name is Priscilla from Crystalthingsheal, here to do your August general readings. Friendly reminder that tarot is for guidance and entertainment purposes only, therefore not responsible for what you do after your reading, however I'm here for you. If you are interested in a personal reading, check out crystalthingsheal.com where you can book directly on the site for your session. If you're interested in joining a Lionsgate drum circle, you can join virtually. It is a 2-hour long event. We're going to be doing manifestation exercises. We're going to be drumming, obviously, as well as you will be receiving Reiki energy healing. So if you want to join, please do. I'm excited. We're going to be doing that. You're seeing my face today because this is the stand that I had up and I just didn't feel like changing it. So is what it is. Hair is a little frizzy because I was outside and it's been like on and off raining here today. But here we are. We are laying out your cards right now to see what's going on for the month of August. You might hear or might feel like people are trying to copy you, like be like an echo. Because I heard echo, but then I felt like it was more actions. So, especially if you have a business, let's say you're a tarot reader or something like that, right? And then now suddenly, like, people see that you're doing good, so then they want to learn how to do it. And then not only they want to learn how to do it, they want to learn it exactly how you're doing it so they can do exactly what you're doing and maybe take your clients. So, whoever that's for, watch out for that. That's what I just picked up on. I'm actually kind of experiencing that right now. Like, they might be good people, but they want a piece of the cake, right? I'm not saying they're not good people. Sorry, I had to get comfortable. Okay. There's someone that you view as a friend. Someone that probably came into your life out of the blue. It was like an unconventional way of meeting them. So whether this is you or someone else, definitely watch out for that. Now, I do want to say a little disclaimer. So it's okay to see what other people are doing and then take little pointers here and there because then you create your own thing from it, right? But you don't want to be someone else because there's already one of those. I don't know why I'm going into that, but apparently it's important for someone to hear. Yeah, this is talking about being original. It even says originality. The only way it's going to work for you is if you do it your own way. Right? And like, that's the wisdom that you have to gain here. It's like, enjoy what you're doing, but do it wisely too. Is that a word? Wisely? I don't know. There's potential for your future, right? There's possibilities and you can see it. There's wishful thinking. There's hope. So you're seeing something back in return. It's just, I feel like either you or someone else like wants more. And this could cause a confrontation. That's what I was picking up on. But it doesn't matter. It's kind of like, because of that, it's a good thing that you're doing that, okay? Because of that, there's going to be good fortune, right? And it's because you're enlightened that you're able to see this from a mile away. But I think, like, because they're a friend, you're trying to be nice or whatever it may be. But you're like, yeah, I'm okay. Like, I can do this on my own type of thing. I don't really like the vibe of the other person. I don't necessarily think that they're a bad person. I just don't like their intentions. Like, I can feel it and I don't like it. So, get the Hispanic eyes on there. Just literally just happened. So I am a Scorpio moon. This literally partially just happened to me yesterday too, in a way. So I understand. What do we have going on for Scorpio? Month of August, please. Bonfire. Sorry. Join the drum circle. Look. People joining together. I do think you are going to be doing some type of ritual, whether it's with me or anyone else. It's some type of ritual for manifestation because you're going to be getting a lot of energy from it. So it's really good. It's going to be collaborated energy. You know, the more people, the higher the energy source, right? So you're going to get like a spark of what you need in order to manifest. That's really good. I just heard it's orgasmic. That's funny. Maybe for some. You're rewriting your future. You're no longer being restricted by the practical life, by the life that everyone else wants you to live or has seen you live forever, or by just the system. You're doing something that's different. Something that, you know, like let's say you're a third generational doctor, right? And then everyone wants you to be a doctor and you're in resident, you know, you're a resident now, you're at that point and you're like, yeah, I could do this or I could do what I really want and X, Y, and Z. And everyone's like, what? But your father's father did this and your father did this and you whatever. And you're like, you're the next one. And I'm like, no, it's not what I want to do. But you're enlightened, remember? So you're able to do it. This might cause some pain here and there, some hardship. You might even lose a little bit of money along the way. And you're like, oh, I don't even want to deal with that. You know, I can be secure if I just don't deal with it at all. But at the same time, it's like you're stuck in a way. You're making yourself stuck though. Because the reality is like you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. And you can only get so far when you're not following your true passion. Right? I was watching the show Cobra Kai yesterday, and one line is said, I don't remember. The man who does what they love will always make more than a man who does it for money or something of that sort. But that goes with this, right? You just want things to happen now. It's like you're curious. You want this to happen. You're like, oh, I can go here, I can go here, and I can do this and whatever. And that's great. That's enthusiasm. That's energy. You're like going down that rabbit hole, as they say, right? This is, you're finding the light in a situation and it's helping you come out of the darkness. But with that being said, and you're going through your own spiritual awakening, which is why you're being forced to like leave this practical sense and go into this like spiritual sense, kind of. But with that being said, it's kind of like you have to take your time because this is not a journey that comes right away. This is a very, very, I think I talked about this last month with you guys, didn't I? Or maybe 2 weeks ago. I think it was Scorpios. I was talking about how if you want to get into this profession with any spiritual work, just know that it's a very slow and steady start. And then eventually it's very long lasting, but don't expect to see anything, at least the first year. So we're back to that. But regardless, which is being granted, it's happening. It just might not be happening as fast as you want it to. And it requires you to surrender from what you know. I told you, spiritual work. This is my psychic card, by the way. This is my either going to another reader or you being a reader yourself or any of that sort. This isn't even just you gaining your sixth sense or whatever you want to call it. This is also you seeking insight from another healer, whatever you want to call. Advisor, spiritual advisor. Yeah, because you're really looking into the situation a little deeper now. Putting a little more effort in there. Everything is going to happen in twos for you. Random note. You might have to constantly make two decisions or make a decision between two things, like back to back to back. Two is going to be important. But it's interesting because it leads to one. Okay, so it's process elimination for you. I wish you could see the cards. It's like you usually see the cards. So the way that they're going is two things, you by yourself. So you're going through a process of elimination of things you don't need in life in order for you to get where you're supposed to be. Right? Yeah, see? I think that was the message. And once you're there, it's going to be uplifting, but it is something you're going to have to do on your own. And it is something that's going to require lots of choices in life to make. Big choices. Something that's going to be slow and steady. It's not going to happen quickly. But as you go through this journey, eventually you're basically being uplifted each time. You're like, okay, knock that off. On to the next one. Okay, got that taken care of. On to the next one. And then you just feel like high on life. All right. Yeah, so there's just that resistance right now that you have to work through. So I'm going to end your reading there because you're uncertain of the future, right? You're like, I don't know if it could help me. Like, I have this secure thing here. You know, like, is it even worth? I can't see the future for that. The irony, right? It's like, with this thing that I have that's secure, I know exactly where I can be in 5 years, 10 years, whatever. But with this, there's no way of knowing, right? There is, but you just got to give it time. You'll see. So you're just uncertain. So make those choices so you can get to where you need to be. Alrighty, until next time. Bye.